So today we're looking at Trump's decision to slap arbitrary tariffs on countries who've dared to sell stuff to Americans. Saint Hoax posted this, and it said, the US before and after the tariffs. So this was 2024.
Iced tea imported from England. Lifeguards imported from Spain. Towels imported from Turkey. And Turkey imported from Maine.
And this was 2025.
Insufficient funds. You ain't got no money. Woo.
Woo.
Oh, and if you're checking your stocks,
You're crying
because your money's gone down.
If you're looking at your pension, don't.
Yeah, don't. Don't look at your pension. Don't look at if you've got stocks and shares, if you're fortunate enough to be in that position, just give them a wide berth. And Fox News, I think it shows you just how desperate they are to cover the tracks of their dear leader. Have a listen to this. Don Winslow posted, Dear Fox News, for almost 3 decades, you have always had the stock market ticker on screen during all of your shows. Today, after 3 decades, it was removed. Why? Why, indeed? And then Ron Filipkowski actually just posted a screenshot of the Dow Jones, and it is a line, a vertical drop. There is like, it's not even slightly angled. And he wrote, straight down seems bad.
Stacey also on Twitter said, we've done this mass tariff thing 3 times in American history, 1828, 1930 and 2025, all spaced about, 100 years apart, because everyone who remembers the last one needs to be dead for the next one to happen. The last 2 caused a depression. I hope this one makes us rich, though.
I don't think it will. Joseph Allen wrote, now economists know how scientists felt when he said, inject bleach.
I love this. 19 Lizard 62. Ireland has been slapped with 20% tariff by the US. Ireland supplies almost 100% of US Viagra. Americans are in for a hard time. Or not. There was an island inhabited only by penguins. Only by penguins, and it's had a baseline 10% tariff slapped on it. J. Dobbs Rosa said, stop saying it's a tariff on penguins. That makes you sound foolish. It's a tariff on goods that the penguins manufacture and import into the US, the cost of which will be passed on to the American consumer. Look, we should do some proper journalism. Let's go to the reaction from the penguins of Heard and McDonald Island on their new 10% tariffs. That was from Danny fucking Price on Instagram.
I used to
Brilliant.
love Pingu.
Pingu.
Good bit of Pingu.
Wonderful. Obviously, Americans make some incredible goods. You know, their tech, some of their cars, whatever. Californian wine, very nice, excellent. But the products that come from Europe, so many of them are of an incredibly high standard. Whether it is cars, whether it is champagne, sort of food products, cheese from France and everything. They're kind of a lot of luxury goods and a lot of really well-made things. So it's like, okay, so what, Trump, you just want everywhere to become like China with these sort of, terrible sweatshops? No.
Yeah, or like America with chicken that's got a very high percentage rate of salmonella in it. And Deborah Meaden actually has been very, very good on this. It's more than the chicken, Nick. It's foods banned for connection with cancer, thyroid conditions, seizures.
Ugh.
Their hormone-pumped ground beef is packaged with ammonia gas. Ammonia. This is the stuff we clean toilets with. Just know.
Oh, yeah, that's absolutely gross. And then there's things that also I think we care about or should care about in terms of, again, our moral values. Things like, and Deborah pointed this out too, birds are kept in conditions which would be illegal in this country. And they do have a higher level of food poisoning as well.
Yeah, they
Food
do.
poisoning USA. So cut to, we could all be on the loo. Shitting through the eye of a needle. God bless America! Disgusting.
And the EU, I mean, they're going to hold firm on this. They definitely don't want US chicken. And the US Business Secretary, Howard Lutnick, isn't happy about that at all. Here he is on Fox News.
They hate our beef because our beef is beautiful and theirs is weak.
Weak beef.
I hate weak beef. Oh my God. I like strong beef, not weak beef. Weak beef? What are you talking about? Do you know who else is all for ditching our food standards to appease Trump, Marina? Font of all sense. Lee Anderson. He tweeted, chlorinated food. This is a type of chlorine-washed salad eaten every day by millions of people in the UK. Yet there's outrage over chlorinated chicken. Simple solution, just don't buy it. It's not that complicated. Well, that's a really stupid thing to say, Lee Anderson, because you Burke, what will happen is if we allow very cheap chlorinated chicken in, people with fuck all money will buy it because it will be the economical choice and that'll stuff our farmers further. So do you care about our farmers or not?
I thought Reform were like the party of the farmers.
Yeah. Do you know what is as interesting potentially as Bellends still believing? It's Bellends who did believe and they still want to, but they can't anymore because they've lost all their fucking money. So this was posted by the TH Holler on Threads. This is a guy called Dave Portnoy. He's got a massive podcast, I think, and just have a listen.
7 million. I'm down $7 million in stocks and crypto. Trump has put his tariffs all over the place. I've been trying to understand them. I don't. Let's get some wacky formula and do tariffs. And everything's in the shitter because of it.
Oh, Dave.
Oh, Dave.
You've had a mare there, Dave, haven't you? Oh my gosh, I loved this exchange. So the White House Deputy Chief of Staff, Stephen Miller, wrote on X, "Why are American streets filled with cars from Europe and Japan, but their streets are empty of American cars, even as we provide defence and security for both?" And Ali Ritzby wrote, "Because their cars are better, more fuel efficient, last longer, cost less, and have good resale value. This is like asking why your wife thinks about Brad Pitt while she's fucking you. It's not just because he has hair and you don't." This idea of punishing countries because they're not buying enough from America is ridiculous. And also, why do you think punishing them is going to in any way benefit America in the long run? Rusty Gwynn wrote, sorry, we're making socks 18% more expensive for American families to punish Bangladeshi families with an annual income of $900 for not buying enough Herman Miller chairs, Viking ranges and Steinway pianos. So many people live paycheck to paycheck, and this billionaire, surprisingly, doesn't have any clue as to what that means in the real world. He tweeted, "We have been the dumb and helpless whipping post, but not any longer. We are bringing back jobs and businesses like never before. Already more than $5 trillion of investment." Where's that number coming from? Because $9 trillion has just been wiped off the global market, right? And then he writes, "This is an economic revolution and we will win. Hang tough." How long are Americans expected to hang tough for? Is it days? Is it years? Is it decades? Because I feel like, I'm no expert, I feel that America becoming fully economically, industrially, agriculturally self-sufficient and independent feels like kind of a long process.
Yeah, which they haven't started. And they haven't planned for, and they haven't put the infrastructure in for, and they haven't budgeted for, and they also haven't worked out who's going to do the jobs because actually they're mainly deporting people. So there's a few little tick boxes to check before that plan can get going.
We don't need these parachutes. We will make new ones ourselves, but I'm going to jump out of the plane regardless. But also the methodology behind Trump's attempt. In fact, methodology, again, it's giving him too much credit.
Yeah.
There's no methodology there. But it's got nothing to do with that tariff rate that foreign countries impose on the US.
When he held up that chart that we've all seen now, it did remind me of, I went to your house the other day and I just quickly made a little reward chart for your son.
You did.
To see whether to try and bribe him into sleeping through the night. I mean, it was that sophisticated.
It was. He also looked a little bit like he was at a horse racing. Like he was a bookie.
A bookie. I know he's done car salesman with the Teslas outside the Oval Office. He is so Del Boy it hurts, except that Del Boy was kind of charming.
Yeah, and apparently Trump's team did actually spend weeks trying to calculate what those true reciprocal tariffs would be for each country. But Trump must have just gone, okay, no. And he just went and just applied his own stupid formula.
It's just a thought, guys, but maybe he hasn't got a fucking clue.
No.
And maybe the guy that talked about transgender mice and
And
told you to
sharks.
inject bleach.
Sharks, battery sharks, and wind turbines giving you cancer and killing them. But oh gosh.
Yeah, I don't know. We all know that he is getting calls left, right, and centre, and he is being asked to stop this ridiculous mission. And you know what Trump's administration is saying?
We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway. We're gonna do it anyway.
Literally don't know what to say.